Welcome to this week's Maven Flow. I'm just going to get it out right in the beginning. We are focusing all on legs today. Sometimes a little bit of HIIT, sometimes a little bit of strength. We're just going to try and burn them out from every direction. So now that you know that little tidbit, see if you can start to focus in on when those muscles burn, when they're awake, when they're loose, all the things. Let's start in mountain pose, top of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Really easy way to check. 2 fist lengths. You want to put those in between. And then we're just going to build this from the ground up. First thing, lift your toes up off the ground. See if you can spread a bunch of space between your toes, and then set your toes down with a little more space in between each. Really notice the 4 corners of your feet. See if you can visualize, maybe even bring this into your body, pushing your mat away. That should automatically engage your quads. Bring a slight bend to your knees. Tuck your hips in, engage your core. Lift your chest up, roll your shoulder blades back, elbows in towards your rib cage, pinkies close to your thighs, although they never have to touch. Bring some energy through your fingertips. Again, spread your fingertips out wide. Lift the crown of your head up, and then just tilt your chin in an inch or so to help neutralize your spine. Close your eyes. Come to your breath. In and out through your nose. In fact, let's start to cultivate some intentional breathing. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Loud sigh out your mouth. Inhale. Loud exhale. Inhale. Sigh it out. This time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Keep this breath in and out through your nose for the rest of practice. I will, of course, help you out, give you some cues to remember your breath, and really try and push your limits here. If things get tough today, know that it won't last forever, and that you are strong enough to push through it. Let's start to add some movement in with that breath. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, start to side bend off to the right. In fact, side bend so much that you fold forward. Plant your right hand, twist your left arm up. Bring a deep bend in your right knee. This will help facilitate the stretch or the twist a little more. Then on an inhale, we'll rewind, coming back the way we came. So come all the way up to the right, come back through center, and then exhale, side bend off to the left. So much that you fold forward. Plant your left hand, twist your right arm up, and again, deep bend in your left knee. Inhale, rewind, come back the way you came. Exhale, side bend off to the right, fold forward, twist open. Just start to take these side bends to forward fold twists, big circular motions on your own, so that you can go as fast or as slow as you would like, but really try and connect your breath. Inhale brings you back through center, and exhale will take you to a twist. The next time you come back through center in a forward fold, stay there, hang heavy. You could clasp opposite elbows, sway side to side, shake your head yes or no. We'll start to build our first free flow together. On an inhale, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Head and shoulders are the last to come up. When you're ready, inhale your arms out, around, and up overhead. Then exhale, step your left foot back behind you at a 45-degree angle. You're likely going to be off your mat unless you have a massive mat. And like if you do, let me know. I'm ready to purchase one. Exhale, bend both knees, fists in towards your hips. This is a curtsy squat. Get low, starting those legs right away. Make sure shoulders are stacked over hips, so don't go too far forward. Really start to engage that core. Inhale, come back through center, straighten everything out. Then exhale, step your right foot behind you at a 45-degree angle. Bend both knees deeply, get low. Again, focus in on what your upper body is doing as well. Inhale, come all the way back through center. Exhale, bend your knees, sit your hips down. Bring your arms behind you, palms down. You have another option here if you want to take it up another notch. Lift your heels up off the ground. Then inhale, come all the way to stand, hands up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen up halfway, look forward. Then exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank pose. Lower down slowly with control. Elbows hug the rib cage. In fact, your elbows can touch your rib cage as you go down. That'll help engage your triceps. And that's really what we're getting there. Inhale, lift your chest up. Bring your elbows again towards your rib cage. Do not hyperextend them. Don't even bring your arms to straight. You want to bend in your elbows, roll your shoulder blades back. Not only does this help stretch your core muscles, but again, an opportunity to make your triceps stronger. Exhale, come back down to your belly. Inhale to your hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing up. Now that you guys know the flow, let's get into it. Make it feel a little more like a dance and have some fun with it. Inhale, step to the top of your mat. When you get there, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to stand, hands up overhead. Then exhale, step your left foot back, curtsy squat to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, step your right foot back, curtsy squat, fists in towards those hips. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend both knees, your arms behind you. Option to lift your heels up. That makes it drinking bird. Then inhale, come all the way to stand. You can take a little back bend here if that feels good. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Then exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank pose. Lower down, hugging elbows to ribcage. Untuck your toes. Inhale, press into your palms. Lift your chest up. Bend in your elbows still. Exhale, back down. Inhale to your hands and knees or top of a push-up. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Let's do this one more time. Of course, if you know where you want to go and you want to start flowing, don't let me stop you. Inhale, step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. When you get there, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to stand, hands up overhead. Exhale, curtsy squat to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, squat to the other. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend both knees. Option to lift your heels. Inhale to stand. You can take a little back bend if it feels good. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Then exhale, step your feet back, plank pose. Go through your version of vinyasa. Whatever feels good for you today. Maybe change it up. Have a lot of fun here though. Get those legs a little warm. I don't know, maybe get a little sweat in. You could add in anything that you want. Jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, whatever your body's calling out for, listen to it.
When your nightmares turn to real life and the ground's filled up with landmines, we will face it, standing side by side. You know I'll come running when you need. I'm coming. You know I'll come running. You go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you tell me you learn, when the chaos is rising, leading the charge, yeah, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear I'm not breaking, I breathe. I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your You go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do.
Start to finish your flow up. Of course, get in whatever movements you need before you're ready to come to stillness. Your stillness can be one of three places: downward facing dog, that upside down V shape, plank pose, top of a push-up, or child's pose. That's the posture when you come to your hands and knees, send your hips back and fold forward. It could also be another one. If your body's calling out for something else, take it. You never need my permission to do anything in this class. Wherever you end up for stillness, come to your breath. In and out through your nose. See if you can start to bring a little more steadiness to your breathing. That free flow is your version of a cardio warm-up. The yogics do it a little differently, but that's really your opportunity to get that heart rate up, to warm your body up, to add some movement and blood flow all around. So with that in mind, let's go into our second free flow. Again, cardio version. If you want to go fast through it, you can. The beat is here though, so that you can maybe go fast with the beat, slow down with the beat, give it some inspiration for your movements. So if you're not there yet, flow your way to downward facing dog. Know that you can always pedal your feet out, shake your head yes or no, really whatever movement feels best. Then inhale, lift your right leg up. For this first one, bend your knee. You can circle your ankle, open your hip up. You can even bring your right foot off to the left. That might feel really good on your hip as a stretch. Then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Make sure ankle and knee are stacked on top of each other. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toe. Inhale, bring both arms out around and up overhead. You can bring your palms to touch, or you can leave some space in between them. Really try and push your hips forward. Lift your chest up. If it feels good on your neck, look up towards the ceiling. This is warrior on the knee. Then exhale, drop your hands to frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up, then start to bear a lot of weight onto your right foot until you can lift your left leg up into the air. Here you want to point your left toes, bring your chin closer to your shin, fold forward on your right leg for standing splits. Exhale, bend your right knee deeply. Bring your left knee to touch the back of your right knee, calf, ankle, wherever your knee ends up. It really doesn't matter. Try and look forward though. This will help get those neck muscles in, which, we all spend too much time on screens. And this will help counterbalance that time on the screen. Inhale, step your left foot back to the back of your mat. Swivel your back heel down. Then come all the way to standing. Curl your arms to a strong T, V pose. Here, make sure everything is straight. Press down into your feet, engage your quads. Tuck your hips, engage your core. Lift your chest up, roll your shoulder blades back. Gaze over your right fingertips. This posture can oftentimes be very inactive by not engaging your muscles, so really focus on engaging as many muscles as possible. Exhale, bend your right knee deeply. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Let your back heel swivel off the ground. You can bring your right arm so it's parallel to the back of your mat. You can also bring your palms to touch. If you do bring your palms to touch, use that connection to twist open, gaze past your right elbow. Now our next transition, there's two options. We'll go through the high option on this first round. So I'm going to inhale, unwind, bring your hands up overhead, turn to the long side of your mat, but don't stop there. In fact, turn all the way to the back of your mat. Low lunge over your left leg. Then step your left foot back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, roll over your toes, straighten your arms. Even here, elbows are touching your rib cage. Don't hyperextend, slight bend to your elbows, engage your muscles. Exhale, roll back your toes, hips up, downward facing dog. Let's do all that on your left side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Again, bend your knee, maybe open up your hip, circle your ankle, add some movement. Then exhale, step your foot in between your hands, drop your back knee, inhale your hands out around and up overhead, palms to touch or arms parallel, hips forward, chest up. If it feels good, look up. Exhale, drop your hands to frame your front foot, then lift your back leg up, standing splits, chin towards your shin. Again, point your right toes or your lifted toes. That'll help engage your abs. They're crucial here. Then exhale, bend both knees deeply for that Shiva squat. Make sure to look forward. Inhale, step your right foot back, swivel your back heel down, come all the way to stand, arms to a T, everything straight, but remember, engage as many muscles as possible. Quads, core, chest, shoulder blades, fingertips. Exhale, bend your front knee, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Left arm parallel or palms together. Gaze over your left shoulder. So we did high transition before. We'll go through the low transition here. See if you can make it pretty fluid. Bring both hands down like they're going to frame your front foot, but don't let your hands touch. In fact, sweep them, just hovering across the mat until you come to a low lunge over your right leg. Step your right foot back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, roll back through your toes, hips up, downward facing dog. Let's do this one more time before you go to flow on your own. We'll try and make this one a little more one breath, one movement. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Drop your back knee, arms up overhead, warrior on the knee. Exhale, drop your hands, lift your back leg up, standing splits. Exhale, bend deeply, look forward, Shiva squat. Inhale, step your left foot back, arms to a T, everything straight, V pose. Exhale, twist, back elbow to your front knee. And then on an inhale, you take whatever transition to the back that you want. High one, low one, maybe something you make up on your own. Remember, this is all about having fun, exploring what your body wants to do. You don't have to follow these instructions. In fact, they're not instructions, they're inspiration. Keep the things that work, get rid of the things that don't. Most importantly, make sure you have a smile on your face. I'll see your sweaty self on the other side.
We all got choices, cut through all the threads and the noises, voices, like 10,000 horses. You know I will carry the torch, it's boring, real life is boring. I'd rather ignore all the warning stories. We all got stories, and the end it comes down to the glory. Let me explain how greatness is made. Forged from the pain, now I'll make my way. Cutting go! Oh, cut and go! Up on that go! Oh, cut and go! Faces through all the ages, legends from all generations, facing. Better tighten your laces and prepare for the hell that I'm raising. Let me explain how greatness is made. Forged from the pain, now I'll make my way. Cutting go! Oh, cutting go! Up on that go! Oh, cutting go! Cutting go! Covered in gold, up on that throne, deep in my bones, never get so. Covered in gold, up on that throne, deep in my bones, never get so. Covered in gold, up on that throne, deep in my bones, never get so. Covered in gold, up on that throne, deep in my bones, never get so. Let me explain how greatness is made. Forged from the pain, now I'll make my way. Walk through the flames, and now I'm changed. Fight in my veins, now I'll make my way. Cutting go! Oh, cutting go! Up on that go! Oh, cutting go! Cutting go! Deep in my bones, never get so. Covered in gold, up on that throne, deep in my bones, never get so. Covered in gold, up on that throne, deep in my bones, never get so. Covered in gold, up on that throne, deep in my bones, never get so.
Start to finish up your flow. We're actually going to hop right into this. So if you have another side to do, finish it up quickly. So it'll be a little bit of your cardio burst here and a very good rest for your legs come to a forearm plank. Remember, forearm plank can be from your toes, can be from your knees. Try and look forward towards your fingertips. Engage your core. Here's your first option. Step your right foot out, right foot in, left foot. Those are one. Second one would be plank jack. Step them, jump them out, jump them in. Whatever it is, see if you can get as many in as possible.
Smoke clears.
Come back to plank pose, a static hold. Really focus on tucking your hips, engaging your quads, engaging your core, engaging your hips. This song will hit the beat one more time, and that is your chance to give it a try again. Plank jacks, plank step outs, whatever it is, but see if you can double time it faster than your first run. Listen in for the beat drop.
When you see me coming, better run for cover. 'Cause I'm not slowing down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain, I know it made me strong.
Get ready.
So make the monster. I came to conquer.
Don't back.
You see me coming, better run for cover.
Great job. Come to your knees. Just a quick little break. You can send your hips back if that feels good. Eventually, come up to downward facing dog. Hips up. Then inhale. Step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Leave about an inch or so between your heels. Bend your knees deeply. Sit your hips down. Bring your palms to touch in front of you. Really try and tuck your tailbone. Engage your core. Lift your chest up. Roll your shoulder blades back. Sit down low. I have some more for you though. Lift up your right heel. Keep your right toes on the ground and start to pulse up and down. Quick little pulses. You are not straightening your legs. You're going from bent to even more bent. Up and down, burn those legs out.
Feels like the end is separating. One step, my house of cards is breaking. Caught up in a nightmare I created.
Drop your right heel. Sink down even lower. You guys know what's happening. You got another side. Not a shock here. Lift your left heel up. Start to pulse up and down yet again. Really going to the end of the song, so try and burn it out.
Dragging me down, swallow me. Hold my breath before it all goes. Inside.
Great job. Straighten your legs, fold forward. We're not done with those legs yet. Step your left foot back. Swivel your back heel down. Again, make sure knee and ankle are stacked. Then inhale, bring your arms to a strong T. Deep bend in your front knee. In fact, check the spacing here. Between your 2 feet, you should have at least an entire leg's distance, if not 1.5 legs distance. Try and take as much of your mat as possible. Bend deeply. A little extra for you though. Bring your left hand close to your right. And then exhale, row your arm back. Inhale, open your hands. Exhale, close it like you're pulling something in. Keep that core tight. See if you can start to row this back and forth even faster. If you do this fast enough, you can turn it into upper body cardio where your lower body is doing strength.
Don't need more motivation. I'll go down face to face, yeah. Just put me center stage, yeah. My name painted in bloodstained, making war with anything standing up in my way. With the rush from the mud to the brain, I'll be making your bed in the
Then come back, bring your arms to a T. Keep that front knee bent deeply. Interlace your fingers behind you. Clasp your hands together. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, fold forward. Right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Don't rest your belly on your thighs. Bring it off your thighs. You want to engage your muscles. This is the point where your quad starts to burn, and that is the point. When it does burn, though, you don't have to get out of it. You can stay in it for another breath. What's the worst that'll happen? You'll get a little stronger. That station will not kill you, so see what happens when you push through.
I'ma say some giants. Let me lace up my boots, 'cause I'ma slay some giants. Giants. I'ma slay some giants. Let me lace up my boots, 'cause I'ma slay some giants.
Release your clasp of your hands. Bring your hands to frame your front foot. Step your right foot back. Hips up, downward facing dog. Perhaps check in to notice the difference between one leg and the other. Well, let's make them even. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, set it in between your hands. Slow your back heel down. Deep bend in your left knee. Arms to a T. Warrior B. Check in with the spacing between your legs. Make sure it's a pretty big distance. Then bring your right arm close to your left. Exhale, row back. When you row, really focus on squeezing your shoulder blades. Inhale forward, exhale back. If you want to make a little more movement, you can make a big circle from the back of your movement to the front. Really try and get that upper body in with the lower body.
If you think I'm delicate, be very afraid. Where you see a rose, I see a grenade. Venom in my bones and in my soul, it's in my DNA. So handle with caution, it's always raised. You don't know who you mess with. I'll spend my every breath getting even. You better run it out now. This monster's about to face her demons.
Bring your arms back to a T. Keep a deep bend in that front knee. Interlace your fingers behind you. Clasp your hands together. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold forward. Again, use a lot of your muscles here. Don't rest on any part of your body. You want your muscles to get stronger. When they get to that sensation of burnout or fatigue, that is when change happens.
Even with my hands still shaking, I'll face my demons. Every fiber in my body is aching. I'll face my demons. I'll face my demons. I'll face my demons.
Again, release the clasp of your hands. Bring your hands to frame your front foot. This time, bring your right foot to meet your left, top of your mat. Fold forward. Maybe shake or wiggle those legs out. Then eventually bend your knees. Roll all the way down on your back. Hug your knees in. Rock side to side. Then place your heels down on the mat. Feet parallel to one another. Arms down long, palms down. Inhale, lift your hips up one vertebrae at a time. This is your first option, bridge pose. You have a few others. You can interlace your fingers behind you. You can roll one shoulder blade underneath at a time. You can always do supported bridge, bringing your elbows down towards your mat, palms to your low back. Assist the stretch, whatever feels best. In and out through your nose. Then exhale, lower down slowly. Really try and collect your breath here, in and out through your nose. Back bends do speed up your breathing. They do ignite your nervous system, so it's totally normal to be a little bit out of breath afterwards. Know that you can stay there in bridge pose. If you want to try another back bend, I'll walk you through it. Bring your arms up over your shoulders, bend at your elbows. Place your palms underneath your shoulders, fingertips pointing towards you. Then whatever back bend you're doing, this or bridge, inhale, lift your hips up. If you have your hands behind you, you can bring the crown of your head to the mat. You can extend your arms out long. Really whatever feels good for you. If you do have your arms extended long, try and push your chest towards your hands. Then exhale, lower down, ever so slowly. You have one more back bend to do, and really feel into your body about which one you want to end your back bends with. It could be some of them that we've done today. It could be one from another class. Find that one for your final back bend, and then start to get into it. See if you can take about 10 breaths in your back bend of choice.
This is my confession. Down to my knees, I'm a slave chained to my destiny. This is my confession. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever.
When you're done with those breaths in your back bend, eventually come down to the mat, hug your knees in. You can rock side to side. Really see where it feels best on that lower spine. Then turn that rocking motion forward and back. Take a few rounds. Eventually, rock all the way up to a seat. Extend your left leg long. Bend your right knee, sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Rock onto your right hip, left heel towards your left hip. Front leg more or less parallel to the mat. Then bring your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards you. Inhale, lift up. Then exhale, dip your head back if that feels good. You can make this a little less sensational by straightening your right leg out long. You can make it more sensational by keeping both legs bent and coming down to your forearms or all the way down on your back. Know that we did a lot of quad work today, and what you're looking for here is a stretch on your left quad. Sometimes you'll feel it on your left ankle, and know that that's totally okay. That's just the part of your body on that side that's the tightest, and it's the part that needs the stretch. And it's just something to breathe through, a sensation to help you focus in on, but not be reactive to.
The fury's caving in. The fire grows within. As I drop into oblivion. I don't know where the story ends. I don't know where the story ends. Oblivion. Never turning back again. As I drop into lose my breath, face like smoke, leap to fade, I lose control, into the depths that I don't know, like the match in my soul.
Slowly. Really focus in on being as smooth as possible in these transitions. Come all the way up to a seat. Keep your legs as they are. If you extended your right leg forward, bring it back in. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. You should feel this on your right hip. Know that you have other options here as well. You could always extend your left leg long behind you. If you're looking for more sensation in sleeping swan, know that if you walk your feet off to the right, so basically the opposite of where they're at, it'll start to get into that hip stretch a little more. Try and rest your head on something. Relax into this. Slow your breath down. Come to your single point of focus.
Lay weary and to rest. Don't you cry no more. Masquerading as a man with a reason. My charade is the event of the season, and if I claim to be a wise man, it surely means that I don't know. On a stormy sea of moving emotion, tossed about, I'm like a ship on the ocean. I set a course for winds of fortune, but I hear voices say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. No Now your life's no longer empty. Surely heaven waits for you. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done.
Slowly start to come out of this. Eventually rock onto your right hip. Bring both legs in front of you. You can wiggle them out, perhaps give a self-massage, fists in, and just go up and down your legs. And eventually bend that left foot in, rock onto your left hip, bring your right foot to mirror it. Remember, straightening your left leg out will make this more accessible. Choose whatever feels good on this side, knowing that your sides are certainly different. Hands behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, drop into whatever version of this feels best for you. Try and slow your breath down. Relax.
My soul now seeks another home, a brighter world on mine. I'm alone, I'm traveling here below. I'm alone, I'm traveling away from home. I'm alone, I'm traveling here below to lay this body down. Farewell, kind friends whose tender care has long engaged my love. Your fond embrace I now exchanged for better friends above. I'm alone, I'm traveling here below. I'm alone, I'm traveling away from home. I'm alone, I'm traveling here below to lay this body down. I'm traveling here below to lay this secret. I promise you will take it to the grave. Tell me your nightmares. I promise I won't run.
Again, slowly, gracefully roll up. Keep both legs bent as they are. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Begin looking for stretching your left hip. Your sides might need something different. So really try and honor that. Find the hip stretch that works best for you. And once you get into it, see if you can stay as still as possible.
Locked within you, but you are hardly its master. Oh no. Broke my back to make you change. I push you always my way. I just can't want you, but you never learn. You're just so stubborn. Don't be so. I went in blind. I thought I could face you, but it's not what you wanted. You took my hand, and step by step you led me farther to no man's land, past the point of no return. And I stayed there, thinking I could resist you further. Oh no, broke my back to make you change. I push you always my way. I just can't want you, but we never learn. You're just so stubborn. Don't be so stubborn. You know that I like the rush, I know that you like the pain. We shouldn't get to pick and choose what parts to throw away. I could tell you were a face, you always knew you wouldn't change. We both know I needed you the way you needed me. You know that I like the rush, I know that you like the pain. We shouldn't get to pick and choose what parts to throw away. I could tell you were a face, you always knew you wouldn't change. We both know I needed you the way you needed me. Don't be so. Broke my back to make you change. I push you always my way. I broke my back to make you change. I push you always my way. Baby, I just can't want you, but we never learn. You're just so stubborn. Don't be so stubborn.
See if you can keep your eyes closed for the rest of class. Start to exit. Eventually, in your own time, come all the way down on your back. Plug your knees into your chest. We have plenty of time for your Savasana. So if you want to take a few extra breaths and any finishing postures, don't feel like there's any rush. Eventually, you'll meet in your restful position, whatever it is. Slowly start to come back just to your breath. Taking some longer, deeper inhales and exhales so you can feel your belly expand and contract. Then add some more movement in, perhaps letting your head rock side to side. Wiggle fingertips or toes. And then extend your arms long overhead. Get a good morning stretch. Exhale, bend your knees. Let your knees drop out wide, soles of your feet to touch. Left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Loud sigh out your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Loud sigh out. Last one, inhale. Loud exhale. As always, I am so thankful for you practicing with me today, and I cannot wait for our next one.